How do zoos feed animals from hummingbirds to elephants? Imagine trying to feed animals that range from tiny hummingbirds to massive elephants all in one zoo. It sounds like a big puzzle, but it's actually a carefully planned process. Each animal has its own special diet based on what they eat in the wild and what they need to stay healthy. Animal care professionals like keepers and nutritionists work together to create the perfect feeding plans. They think about each animal's size, age, health, and natural habits to decide what and how much to feed them. Hummingbirds are tiny birds that mainly sip nectar from flowers in the wild. In zoos, they get specially made nectar that has the same sugar levels as real flower nectar. Keepers use small feeders that let hummingbirds hover and sip, just like they do outside. Because hummingbirds have very high metabolisms, they need to eat often, sometimes every 15 to 30 minutes during the day. Medium-sized birds like parrots or insectivorous birds eat a mix of fruits, vegetables, and insects. Insects are often live or fed nutritious diets beforehand to make sure they have enough protein and vitamins. Sometimes, keepers hand-feed these birds to give them supplements or medicine, but most of their diet comes from natural foraging. Large animals like elephants are herbivores, which means they eat plants. In zoos, elephants are given large amounts of leaves, branches, grasses, and fruits. Keepers select fresh browse daily, which includes specific plant species that match their natural diet. They spread out feeding throughout the day to mimic how elephants graze in the wild, encouraging them to move and browse naturally. Big carnivores like lions or tigers eat whole carcasses or large cuts of meat. These meals include muscles, bones, and organs, which help keep their teeth clean and satisfy their natural hunting instincts. Carcasses are carefully chosen and prepared to meet their nutritional needs without overfeeding. Aquatic animals like penguins and seals eat fish that are the right size for swallowing whole. Sometimes, keepers hide vitamins or minerals inside the fish to make sure the animals get everything they need. Feeding can be done by hand or by placing fish in the water, depending on the animal's habits and enrichment goals. Zoos also use fun feeding methods to keep animals active and engaged. They hide food in the enclosure or freeze it into blocks to make animals work for their meals. This encourages natural behaviors like foraging, hunting, and browsing, which keeps them physically active and mentally stimulated. Animal care professionals play a big role in all this. They work together to plan diets, check on health, and change food plans as animals grow or if they get sick. They also make sure the food is safe and nutritious. Feeding time is a chance to show visitors how animals eat naturally and to teach about conservation. Feeding animals in zoos is a detailed process that combines science, care, and a love for animals. From tiny hummingbirds to giant elephants, every meal is designed to keep each animal healthy, happy, and behaving naturally.